tricky because I'm trying to vlog at my morning, but I'm also trying to record stuff for TikTok too. Anyways, good morning. Welcome to a week in our life vlog. Ciera and I are going to be recording our whole week. I am working full-time right now. Ciera is gonna figure out other stuff to do, I guess, but she only this week has a training on Thursday that I know of, and then next week I know that she has like 3 days that are gonna be full days, and then not really sure where stuff goes from there. But today's Monday. I am going to work out this morning, and so I got up at 6. I usually, I haven't had to eat breakfast before working out for quite a while because I've had the bad habit of getting Starbucks, or since I haven't had work, then I'll just come back here and eat something after. Today, I was like, let's try to not do Starbucks because I've tried so hard to figure out a way to recreate it at home. So I just need to eat before, and then hopefully I'm good to go afterwards. So let me tell you guys a little bit about my job and kind of how that's been going. I can't really record anything at work, not surprisingly. That's typically how our vlogs have worked anyways. So I'm working in a skilled nursing setting, so it's inpatient, and the hours are pretty flexible. That's part of the reason that I really like it. I'm technically hired on as full-time. However, depending on the number of patients I have, which haven't been necessarily as full as they probably could be, but last week I was showing up a couple days around 8 o'clock, and then I kind of realized towards the end of the week that I would probably be better off showing up a little bit later, 8:30, because a lot of the residents there are eating lunch starting at 8, and then you really can't work with anyone until 9 realistically. So it wasn't great for my productivity. I don't need an hour to prep for patients. So going in at 8:30 today, which means that I actually have to get up super early to work out, which has been nice. And then on days where I'm not working out, which I haven't, last week I was getting up early enough where I was just having a lot of time, but I could wake up at 7 o'clock and still be fine, or even a little bit later, which is kind of nice. And then last week I was getting home usually around between 3 and 4. There was a couple times where I was off earlier. There was one day where I got off a little after 4. So it just kind of depends, but I really liked the kind of flexible hours where it's if I'm done working with patients and I have my stuff done, then I can leave. I've been enjoying it. The coworkers that I actually have 2 different places that I work at technically. I'm at one place 3 days a week, and then I'm at a different site 2 other days of the week. So that's been a little different, but I've enjoyed both places so far. At both places, the people I'm working with are pretty good, and there's a good atmosphere there, just with coworkers and stuff. Look at this new thing I got to help me with TikToks. I got it from Target. I don't know what it's called, but this is sticky. And I know there's that Section Cup one, but this works with a lot of surfaces. Honestly, it's worse on the mirror because it does leave a residue behind, but with walls and stuff, it does not. So I have mixed feelings on it, but I have been using it. So basically I just need to brush my teeth right now, and then I can leave. Okay, it's around 8 o'clock. I just finished working out, so I'm going to get ready to head on over to work. I also brought this with me to enjoy after working out. It's probably a little watered down now, but still pretty refreshing. I also think that when I get to work, I might sit in my car for a few minutes and start putting together my little TikTok morning routine thing, just because I'm probably still going to get there before 8:30. So I might just get ahead on that if I can. I actually did finish putting all the stuff together for this morning, so I will try to record that voiceover after I'm off work so I can post that today. But since it's 8:30, I'm gonna head inside. I probably won't see you guys anytime until after work, but I will let you know how it goes. A typical day is supposed to be 5 to 8 patients. I don't think I've done that yet just because of scheduling stuff, and they've also been easing me in. So hopefully today we can get somewhere in that range, and I will let you know kind of how all that goes and how I do with productive time and stuff. So let's have a good Monday. Good morning, everyone. It's Ciera, and I am finally up and at 'em. I don't know if Megan mentioned this morning, but I am still not working. I have my first training session this Thursday and then some stuff the following week. But right now I'm just chilling, I guess. So I'm going to get started with making some breakfast. I'm going to do that same breakfast sandwich that I've been doing and then my own little homemade strawberry acai refresher. Believe it or not, I have not purchased Starbucks at all in March, which for me is big. I like genuinely looked at that Rocket Money thing that we talked about and it showed me my average that I was spending on Starbucks a month and I was like, oh my God, I need to stop. And so, not to say obviously that I won't get Starbucks ever, but definitely am saving a lot more money making stuff at home. So I'm gonna start making that and then also probably talk to you guys about what I'm planning on doing today. So this is all like bleeding out, but that's whatever usually happens. What I've been doing is for every time I actually have to like sit down and make the eggs on the stove, I'm usually able to make 2 egg patties at a time, just with 1 egg and some milk. So I'll make 1 for today obviously, and then I'll usually just use the rest and make another egg patty so that if I want a breakfast sandwich tomorrow, I have the egg patty already made, which is the most time consuming part of this whole thing. And then it's a little bit easier tomorrow. So let's go ahead and talk about my day. I know that at some point, where's my list? Okay, I want to work out today. It's an upper body day for me. And also I have to talk to you guys. I went and worked out yesterday and it was a leg day. So I usually have Sunday obviously. And I've been trying to start going on Sundays because that's usually when I have the best chance of getting a squat rack at our gym. Just like it's usually pretty busy and so Sundays less people working out. And so I was able to get a squat rack. I did some squats, hip thrusts, a couple deadlifts, and I was like, okay, whatever. Like truly, I usually try and focus on my form, but I felt like my back was starting to bother me a little bit at the end of my workout, and so I was like, maybe my form like is not that good right now, and I need to like chill. So then anyway, I go to the locker room at the end of my workout, and this girl comes up to me that she had been kind of in the same area as me, like I had noticed her, and she comes up to me and she was like, I just had to like let you know that your form is so good, and I was like, I made me think about this for the next week, like that's so nice. So that made me think I should like just compliment people more because it's such a nice thing to do and I'm like just on cloud 9 now thinking about it. So that was a little tangent, but I need to work out today. I'll probably do that relatively soon after I finish breakfast because Megan and I have started working on our guest bedroom, and so we started painting yesterday, and I told Megan that since I'm, you know, not working, I would try and get another wall done in that bedroom. So I'll show you guys how that's coming along when I go upstairs probably. And me and Megan can insert our inspo pic. And when I say inspo pic, I mean we are trying to like basically recreate this room. So the paint color is similar to that room. And like Megan found the same artwork and stuff in that bedroom. So we are trying to make that bedroom just in our house. So I'm gonna try and get another wall done of that today and then just kind of make sure that the walls we did yesterday are like all done. And then I don't have like a ton else on my like I have to do this list, but I was thinking of maybe doing some more content planning for like our channel, our podcast, stuff like that. And then I'm trying to like keep things interesting for you guys since Megan's obviously working. I feel like a lot is on my shoulders for this vlog, which also makes me think, how do people do this? Like vloggers that are full-time vloggers, I'm like, what do they do? I feel like I need to like make stuff up to entertain you guys. So I was toying with doing a Barnes & Noble outing and actually buying books because the last few times I've been going, I just haven't been buying anything. Toying with that. And then I want to read at some point today too. I'm reading One of Us is Lying right now. So I've been kind of like, not slacking on my reading, but usually I read every night and I haven't been doing that. So maybe try and get some good ground into that book. So this is what the guest bedroom is currently looking like with the new paint color. It is, so this is the color Peach Darling. And I will say, I do think it probably ended up drying a little bit darker than the reference photo, but otherwise it's still pretty much the same shade, I think, and I think it'll look good. And this back wall is the wall we're waiting to do next weekend. Our dad's gonna help us with like some framing and stuff, and then we'll paint that all together. This is going to be the wall that I am tackling by myself today.
and then just touching up anywhere that I need to on these walls. Okay, so I got to my gym, but I pull up and there's like fire trucks and ambulances and people are like leaving. But like it doesn't seem like emergency and I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I see people going inside, so I'm gonna go inside. I think all the police cars and fire trucks left, so I don't know what happened. Workout's complete. The extent of what I learned from working out as far as what happened is that something definitely went off that set either the fire alarm or the smoke detector off. I don't know if it was actually a fire or if something was just smoking, but it smelled smoky when I was in there. I didn't like see any smoke or anything, and obviously like they deemed it safe for us to go back inside, so that is all I know. But now I'm going to head back home and try and start painting just because I don't want to shower between this stuff, and while I'm sweaty I might as well just get that done. Maybe done isn't the right word, maybe get it started. We'll see how far I can get. I feel like this took way longer than it should have, but I finally got some stuff moved around, took the covers off there and then taped off this section of the wall here. I don't have a ton of paint left, so I don't want to tape off the whole wall until I know for sure that I'm going to be able to get over there. So we're starting here. I'm gonna trim and do all that stuff first, and then we'll get the roller out. Got a first coat done here. Gonna let it sit for about 40 minutes and dry before I tackle the second coat. But the painting part, honestly, I think went faster than the taping. Just finished eating lunch. I just had some leftover cornflake chicken and mashed potatoes and broccoli. I still have about 15 minutes before I'm gonna go back and do a second coat, but Ashton actually just sent out a March Madness bracket challenge for me, Megan, obviously himself, Haley, and my dad. So let's do this. I actually liked a TikTok a couple days ago that was like talking about some trends of recent winners, I guess, to help me solidify maybe some sort of strategic bracket. I always am like iffy because, you know, as an Iowa fan, I want Iowa to go all the way. But I think this time I'm just gonna play it what's realistically gonna happen. According to me, I don't know anything about basketball. Just finished filling out my bracket. I won't show you the whole thing, but I did end up picking Houston to win it all, so we will see. I actually didn't even look at the TikTok to reference anything that much, except for like looking at how many first round upsets I had, because they said like the average was 9 or something in past years. I think I have like 7 upsets, so I feel okay about it. I don't really pay attention to college basketball that much, so I just kind of vibe my way through looking at the seeds and then saying, do I think this is gonna be an upset or not? And usually I decide it's not, so yeah. A little bit more computer time for like 10 minutes, and then I'll probably go back upstairs and keep painting. All right, so I managed to get a second coat done over here, and then I also started doing the top over there. I don't know if you look at like the very edge of this closet, there's one little strip still down the wall that I could technically work on, but I'm on my last leg of paint, and I really want to make sure, if possible, that I use like this same paint to get this completely covered, because I don't want to get like a new can of paint and try and overlap it, and it might not be the exact same. Whereas like if we get a new can of paint for this wall, like it's not that big of a deal if it's like a little off, because you wouldn't see the overlapping color. So I might just see, like I need to for sure do the top of that again, but then whatever I have left of this wall, once that dries, I might call it good. I am out of paint. So, do I think that I will be done with this wall? I don't know. It might require some more paint when we get more, but I am done with the wall today. And for my next outing, I am heading to the grocery store. Megan and I did not manage to get that done this weekend, so I am being nice and doing it now. It's about 3:30. I'm guessing Megan will be done in like an hour or so, maybe less, but I got the groceries put away. I've been sitting on my phone for a little bit, but I'm finally going to sit down and read for a little bit, and this isn't even in the book anymore. But I'm gonna get some reading done for the next hour, try and catch up a little bit on what I feel like I should have been reading. And then when Megan gets home, we'll see what we do. I don't know. We're probably doing trivia again tonight, so that's not until 7. This is the best position I've got to just chat with you guys as I drive home. I literally stuck my phone to my dashboard with the little thing that I showed you earlier, so we'll see if it stays. But today was by far my busiest day, which is kind of good. I wanted to have that challenge to see how I would do, and today I had 6 patients, so that's a pretty good amount. I'm slowly kind of working on figuring out how to multitask and be with a patient and work on documentation. Today was also kind of a lot because instead of just like simple treatments, I'm pretty sure like every single person except for maybe one was either getting discharged or needed like a progress note, and so like that was just like more documentation too. So I'm kind of like, you know, if I made it through that and I survived, and today like my productivity still isn't like where it's supposed to be technically, but it was still my best day yet. I was more productive than not. So a win is a win. Anyways, today is trivia night. So Ciera and I will for sure be doing that, I believe. And Haley and Ashton / our dad are invited, but I don't know that anyone has like officially confirmed whether or not they're joining us. We have some frames that are going to be part of the guest bedroom, so I figured I would unbox it for you guys. So the artwork has been ordered from Etsy. It just might not be here for a bit. All right, so these are both 24 by 36. There's just 2 of them in here. And that's kind of like an artwork size that I feel like it's good, because sometimes you put like artwork that's too small on a wall and you're just like, it's almost pointless. It is like 6:40 right now. Megan and I are heading to trivia. Tonight we are going with our grandma and our mom, and we're picking up our grandma now, and we'll be there at 7. And Megan's looking forward to what?
Churro fries. I thought you were gonna say, like, I thought I was supposed to like, say my tactic. I hope that since we have 2 more generations than normal, it can be helpful, because there's some questions where it's like we quite literally just like have no clue. Yeah.
So we'll see. We're hoping for both things tonight: getting churro fries and winning. We have unboxing part 2. So this I'll maybe expand upon tomorrow. But I got myself a little storage clipboard because I have this idea of maybe, I don't even think my pulse ox is gonna fit here, but that wasn't the only reason I got this. Just to have something to, I'm often carrying papers around, and this might just make it easier. And then I can have like my pens and maybe like a highlighter in there. And then there's obviously stuff I can store in here. So there's like just papers like the Tinetti or like the EMS, like things that I'm using pretty frequently that if I just had like copies of in here would be good, so I don't have to like run back if I needed to do that. Or I even have like, for some reason for PT school, part of like the stuff we got for supplies was like a bunch of TheraBands that I have like not used that would like definitely fit in here. That would be like my own personal ones, where if I end up going to someone's room and for some reason I can't get them to come with me to the therapy gym, it's just like another option for stuff. I have like gunny hours I could put in here too. I don't know. I'm gonna maybe set this up tomorrow because I don't fully know what all I want to put in it. Other thing we got, I'm not necessarily gonna pull this whole thing out, but we got a duvet. It's just like a nice like sky blue color, and hopefully this will work with a comfort that we already have for the guest room. So right now I'm currently reading 2 books.
one is Crime and Punishment, which is a classic, and the other is Tomorrow, and the reason I'm reading 2 books is because I wanted to read Crime and Punishment because I picked it up not that long ago, but it was kind of more of like a challenge book for me, I guess. The reviews on it are pretty good, and the premise seemed interesting, but with a classic, you're always kind of not really sure what you're gonna get. I have mixed feelings about it right now too, but it's not necessarily a book that like makes me excited to read, and I need a book that makes me excited to read in order to get myself to want to read and go to bed during the week. So I am reading books that I like during the week, and then I'm trying to finish reading Crime and Punishment when I feel like reading on the weekends. So I'm going to go read. Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. I'm a little tired this morning. Anyways, I got up at 7 today. I need to leave. It's almost 7:30, so I need to leave at 7:30. Today is the day where I'm going to the other location. I've only been there 1 time so far. I'm not sure how many patients I have today. I know there's 3 evals. There's also gonna be another PT there. So we'll probably split it up. I'll either have like 2 or 1, I'm guessing. Today's outfit, I'm wearing a Lululemon long sleeve. And then I have some Medictor scrub bottoms, which you can't really see. Last time I was at this place, which was last Tuesday, granted I was like basically like just training and working with / observing the other PT. I got done like at 2 something. Will that be the case today? I don't know. We'll find out. It's basically 8 o'clock. I'm gonna go ahead and go inside. I most likely will actually be at like in this one city. There's like 2 places that I went to last time, and so maybe around lunch, if I am going to another building, I can check in then and let you know how my day's going.
Breakfast is done. Today's agenda for me, I think it's pretty simple. I want to clean my bathroom a little bit, started doing my bedding, laundry. I also need to clean off my mirror in my room because I feel like it needs a good wipe down. Sometimes when I'm taking like a mirror selfie, I'm like, oh, it needs to get cleaned, so I should do that. I have my first like training thing on Thursday, so I just need to make sure I have everything that I need for that. I think I do, but I just need to kind of make sure it's all in one place so I don't forget anything. And then I want to see if I can finish my book today because I was potentially thinking about going to Barnes & Noble, but I only want to go to Barnes & Noble if I at least finish my book that I'm reading. Not like I don't have a million other books that I can also read on my bookshelf, but I have some Barnes & Noble gift cards that I got for Christmas, and I haven't used all of them yet, so book shopping is fun. And then I want to schedule an eyebrow appointment because they need to be freshened up. And I was like maybe just thinking about like if I go out and about for Barnes & Noble, I might do like a little bit of shopping if I go to the one at the mall. And otherwise I wanted to do some more content planning for this channel, the podcast, whatever else. I'm trying to be helpful. Since Megan's working, you know, what can I do to pick up the slack a little bit with some of the other stuff that we do. Ooh, we have a photo shoot that we want to do too, so maybe I could try and prep for that. So it is about noon. I just finished One of Us is Lying. I give it 4 stars, which means that if I do want to go to Barnes & Noble today, I can. I'm probably going to make some lunch soon and then also switch out the laundry that I was doing, and then maybe we can go on a little outing, run some errands, and just go to Barnes & Noble, might go to Ulta or something. I don't know. We'll see where the day takes us. Really not all that hungry, so I'm just gonna have this half little pizza thing that I just whipped up. Probably go on my computer for a little bit, and then maybe we'll head to the mall.
Lunchtime, and I actually am going over to the other facility right now so I can kind of tell you guys how my day is going so far. It hasn't been super busy. Like my schedule today is like 5 patients, and I'm also not seeing all of them because they're not all available. And also one of the patients was just like a supervisory visit, so it's more so just like if the PTA is primarily working with them, it's like I go in and just like meet
excited to be there as like the PT. And yeah, I wish I could say more, but it's honestly still new to me, so yeah. And then, so I worked with one patient and discharged them today. I was with them for like an hour. The first hour I got there, again, this is my only second day at this place, and so like I don't know people's names, I don't know a lot of the patients they're talking about because it's all new to me. So they were doing that and kind of just like talking about who are they discharging this week and plans for that, and that was like the first full hour, and I was just kind of sitting and listening because I don't know who they're talking about right now. And then had some downtime kind of because out of the 3 patients at that one place, the only one that was available because both people that I needed to work with were not in the facility. So, and the other one was working with a different person, but eventually got her done. And then I completed the supervisory visit, which was only like a 15-minute check-in basically. And now I'm thinking I'm gonna like eat lunch quick in the car, kind of, just because I can. It's 11:44 right now, and at noon at this facility, there's like, they must have gotten some new equipment, and so someone's here to like do a little bit of like education and training on that. So they said like something, it was like VR, and I don't know if there's like other stuff too, but I do that. I don't know how long it's gonna take, but then I have 2 patients here that I think are just treatments. So I'm not sure what time I'm gonna be leaving, but it shouldn't be too late, I don't think. Yeah, right now, like, all I can say for new grad is just like, I can't believe I've only been working for a week right now, because like there's been so much stuff thrown at me that I feel like I've been working here for like an entire like 9-week clinical or something. It's not all bad because I honestly do like the independence of like being on my own, but it's also just like so many little things that like everyone that's worked there for a while is like used to, and I, you know, either don't know it's like part of the procedure that they do, or I don't know XYZ, and so I'm learning. That's the takeaway message.
So I just got back from shopping, and I'm gonna do a little haul of the things I got. I basically only went to Ulta and Barnes & Noble. So I went to Ulta specifically for this Milani Supercharged Brightening Under Eye Tint. I saw someone use this on TikTok like 2 months ago, and it's essentially just an under eye corrector. And I've been stealing Megan's. She uses the Pixie by Petrus, I think is what it is. And I just wanted to get one of my own, and I saw this on TikTok, so I thought I would try it out. I personally, if I do like a full face of makeup, that's like not really a ton of makeup, but I don't like using concealer under my eyes because I feel like since I don't use foundation, it doesn't blend out into anything. It looks kind of weird. And so I've been using Megan's under eye tint thing for when I do put makeup on, and I feel like it just blends a little bit better, so I got one of my own. So now for the fun stuff. I got 3 books, still using some gift cards from Christmas. So the first one I got has been on my TBR for a while. It's A Flicker in the Dark by Stacey Willingham, and it's just supposed to be like a mystery thriller type of book, and I think it like averages like about a 4 on Goodreads. I'm such a sucker for Goodreads. If a book is like less than 4 on Goodreads, I'm like, I can't read it. So this one's been on my TBR for a while. Excited for that one. Then I was in the romance section. I feel like, I know there's romances that I'm looking forward to coming out, but I feel like right now there's not like an it romance book that I haven't read. So I picked up Before We Were Strangers by Renee Carlino. And I feel like this one like had its round on Book Talk and BookTube for a little bit. I've heard mixed reviews, but it averaged like higher than a 4 on Goodreads, and so I picked it up. This last book is Outlander by Diana Gabaldon. I don't know why, but this book intimidates me so much. And it's actually like kind of a funny story why I ended up actually picking it out. I feel like I've been eyeballing it for a little bit, but then I'm like, no, like I'm too, like, I don't know, like not afraid to read it, but like I just feel like I'm just intimidated by it. I don't know. And there also is a TV show based off of the book that I've been like, oh, should I watch that? And then I'm like, no, I don't know why I'm so intimidated by it. But I actually used ChatGPT when I was shopping at Barnes & Noble, and I was like, give me some book recommendations for books with like main characters similar to, I think I did Jake Epping from 11/22/63. I also did one from like Ryland Grace for Project Hail Mary too. But then this book was recommended for books with main characters similar to Jake Epping or something. And I was also like in that section when I did the ChatGPT thing. I was like, I feel like something is telling me that I just need to pick up the book and read it. So, and also like on Goodreads, it literally has like, hold on, it has an average 4.25 rating and like almost 1 million ratings. So like that is insane. Like this has to be a good book. So I don't know why I'm so scared to read it. Maybe it's like I'm afraid I'll be let down or something. I think I'm gonna have a little bit of computer time, maybe mess around with some more content planning, photo shoot planning stuff. But I'm also going to just turn on in the background Mayday air disasters. I think I have talked to you guys about how sometimes on YouTube I'll end up on this rabbit hole of like plane crash disasters. I can never watch them like a month or so before I travel because otherwise I get freaked out. But I'm not traveling on a plane for a while. So I found it randomly on my smart TV, like it just popped up. You know how sometimes they just suggest stuff? So I've been watching it. I don't really know what you can watch it on, but yeah.
It's 3:30 now. I'm heading out for the day. The VR thing that we got trained in was actually pretty cool. It's called Omni VR. And so I have to like, we did it obviously training, but like there's a lot of stuff and activities on there that patients could do. So we'll probably try to mess around with that a little bit more to see what ones I like or what I can do with them. But yeah, I'm gonna head home now.
It's almost 6 o'clock, so Ciera and I are gonna start making it dinner, which is actually like, this is earlier than we usually start cooking, I feel like. But I'm like actually getting hungry. So it's Taco Tuesday, which we only say that because we have stuff for tacos and it's Tuesday. So Ciera was like, we can do that. While we're getting stuff cooked, I thought Ciera should tell you guys what we were just doing. I think that made the lighting worse. I love seeing people on TikTok reviewing other people's Instagrams. So I followed one girl who was doing it and then she like stopped doing them, so she didn't post in a long time. And then on like my For You page a couple days ago, this guy just popped up. His name's Evan Cuate or something, C-U-A-T-E. And he popped up like just reviewing people's Instagrams, and I just love it so much because it's such like it doesn't matter, obviously, like it's just an Instagram, so if people don't care or like the feeds are bad, it doesn't matter. But I love just like saying what I would change, like what I would post differently. Maggie and I have been like going through people's feeds that like we follow and like not judging their feeds, but being like, you know, oh like this was great, so like do more of this, but like do less of this, edit this differently, like in our heads, and like saying, oh, like change this in your bio, or like change this by your highlights. So
You can give your little rules.
yeah, my rules. Oh, so some key points for me are, I hate like if a bio says see more, you have too much, take it down. If your highlights are emojis, I don't like that. I think they should all be written out and like consistently, like if you do all caps, do all caps. If you do like all lowercase, do all lowercase, like keep it consistent within the highlights. And then I don't care, honestly, like these days, if you have a filter or a preset or whatever, or if you like mix it up, as long as your feed looks cohesive, like go for it, do filter or not, I don't care. But just make it consistent. You guys can judge my Instagram if you want. You have to go follow me first though. That's how I'm gonna shout it out. It is about 6:30 right now, and I just got up. I'm gonna go work out this morning before work. I feel like I actually got a good night's sleep. Like I woke up feeling pretty good, which is nice, especially because yesterday I woke up pretty tired. So right now I'm also allowing myself to get Starbucks like once a week. I think today is going to be that day. I have a chocolate croissant, of course, and my strawberry acai refresher. I still have like 25 minutes before I have to be into work, so I'm gonna eat this one just parked here. After work, I would like to go to Trader Joe's to get the chocolate croissants they have there because it's just more convenient if I do it that way. There's also an Ulta over there, and I'm just kind of like, is there anything like that I want to just like get or just look around, have something to do after work? So we'll see if I do that. Tomorrow's like the first day since I've started working that Ciera and I are going to be getting up at like the same time, because Ciera has her first orientation day, even though it's only half day. She has to be there at 8. It hasn't been that weird to like be going to work and then Ciera is not. I feel like mostly it's just because like right now I know she's like got her training and stuff still lined up, and then after that it kind of is going to be more so like how much PRN work is she getting, and that's probably going to determine how much she's looking for another job in addition to the PRN position. But like if she were to be working like 3 to 4 days a week, she'd probably be making just as much as I do, because she gets paid higher hourly for PRN work. So we'll see what ends up happening there, but yeah. The thing that's nice about my job is that I have guaranteed hours, or at least like a minimum number of hours, and then I'm still usually not working like a full 8 hours a day or 40 hours a week, which I'm not complaining about. That's why like I get to start work at like 8:30, which is kind of like my optimal time to start work, and then I'm usually still done between like 3 and 4, which is also my optimal time ending work. I've been enjoying that aspect of it. Today, I discharged a lot of patients on Monday, so I'm kind of curious to see how many people are on my schedule today. I do think there's probably an eval or 2. I'm slowly kind of getting used to documenting and seeing patients at the same time and trying to make sure I'm as efficient as possible. So we'll see. It's kind of like a game every day. I go to work and I'm like, let's try and be even better or more productive or whatever, and then stuff happens, and yeah. All right, I'm off to work. I will talk to you guys after, and I will let you guys know if hopefully I remember to go to Trader Joe's. I honestly feel like I'm gonna leave and just forget I even was gonna do that, so hopefully I remember. This is me telling myself to remember to go to Trader Joe's after work.
I get my eyebrows done at 9. I actually thought I booked the appointment yesterday, but then I checked and I must have like missed a step or something. So I booked it this morning, and luckily I was still able to get 9 o'clock, so. Okay, my eyebrows are nice and fresh, so now that's done, I'm going to go and work out. So now that I'm back from the gym, I've decided that something productive that I would do today, I've been trying to do like something like cleaning the house related or like improving the house related every day while Megan's at work. So today I've decided I'm going to kind of like deep clean the main floor. Like meaning getting books off the shelf and like cleaning the shelf off. Gonna mop, vacuum the wood floor, vacuum the rug, get things tidied up a little bit, just, you know, a little bit more of a deep clean. The dining room and living room are now freshly cleaned. So when I saw my grandma on Monday, she mentioned that she wanted to get some more storage stuff for like her front coat room area, I think. And she wanted me to come over and help put them together. So she just texted me saying that she got them. So I'm gonna go and help her now. It's my handiwork. So she's gonna take some cubes that she already has and then just put them in there. Kind of tidy up this space a little bit. What do you think?
What I think?
What do you think of my handiwork?
Oh, great job. Professional.
Thank you. All right, finish up. So I am now going to head to a car wash and wash my car. I had my grandma pay me in quarters.
Because I can't really do everything around here, can I?
That scared me. I had my grandma pay me in quarters because I didn't have any, and usually the vacuums at those car washes require quarters. She also mentioned wanting to take Megan and I out to, well, she said lunch, and I was like, I already ate lunch, it's 2 o'clock. So I think she might take us to dinner tonight. I have to talk to Megan about that still. It's 3:30 2:30, I'm done with work, so I did indeed remember I'm going to Trader Joe's / Ulta, so that is what I'm going to do now. Does it feel dumb to go to Trader Joe's only to get chocolate croissants? Yes. But at least this time I got 2 boxes, so that'll last me like 2 weeks. Although, they must be popular because I came here like one other time since discovering them and they were all gone. So, people must like the chocolate croissants. I am those people. Anyways, I'm gonna go home now. So it is just past 9 o'clock. Megan and I got back from our grandma's house. We didn't actually even finish the escape room thing that we were going to do, which is why we went over there. But our uncle, Maggie's dad, showed up and we just had like lots of funny conversations. Yeah, so we were a little bit distracted and we're like, we'll finish this some other time. So in the meantime, I'm probably gonna get ready to head upstairs to read a little bit and settle down. And I will start some of my job training tomorrow. It's not gonna be a full day. I'll probably be done before lunch, but now I have to get up and join Megan in the morning commute.
Yeah,
so
I need to put my croissant out.
So yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Good morning. Look at both of us up. Currently making breakfast. Ciera's got her breakfast sandwich. I am going to do my chocolate croissant, which I have not had in a while because they've been out. A little burnt, but hopefully it still tastes good. Decided to change into this. So, and hey, it's the first day of March Madness, like after the first 4, so I will plays tonight, I'm pretty sure, so might as well wrap them. Anyways, I need to go throw together a lunch quick. I don't really have much, like I might just pack like more snacks, but I'll do that and then I have to head out. I realized I never really showed you guys how I've been using this clipboard thing. I only used it for the first time yesterday, so I'm still like figuring out if there's anything else I want as part of it or not. But I just got it from Amazon, so it has a spot on the bottom, so I just have like a pen and some highlighters. When I get my schedule every day, that's what I usually keep on top. And then also, I had like some progress reports that were due this week, and so I grabbed those and had them on the top as well. And then in here, I have some TheraBand, a couple goniometers, a tape measure, and that's it right now. And then I also have a planner, mostly just like, since I'm going back and forth between 2 facilities, I'm hoping it kind of helps me keep track of whose stuff I have due when. It is just about 8 o'clock. My orientation's supposed to take about 3 hours, so I will head in soon and see you guys when I'm done. Okay, so I just finished up with some morning orientation stuff, and I'm actually going to stay the whole day because I think that I'm training with another person right now and they're full-time, so I think they're already planning on staying to like observe and stuff in the afternoon. And then they said like if I didn't have anything going on then I could stay as well, and I was like, well, I don't have anything going on, so I'm gonna stay in the afternoon and meet more of the therapy team, and then also just like observe them working with patients, kind of get to know the gym a little bit, the equipment that they use and all that stuff. But I am going to go get some Chick-fil-A for my lunch break. I got my food. I'm annoyed because it's like I was gonna go through the drive-thru and then I was like, no, like I've got some time, I'll go in and like sit down. And then I go in, it's so freaking busy that I had to do carry out anyway, so whatever. I can eat my number 3 meal and then I'll head back around 1 o'clock and observe the afternoon. So it's just before 4 o'clock. I am done for the day, gonna head home. And it was a good day. I finished up my afternoon by pairing up with a PT, and then I saw 2 patients with her, kind of just observing, getting the feel for how they do things here. So yeah, I have tomorrow off. I mean, like I don't do anything tomorrow, and then I'll start more orientation stuff next week, and then just kind of pick up more training until I'm ready to go like PRN officially and like sign up for my own days and stuff like as needed. So yeah, that's today. So Charleston lost, which is sad because I'm going to the Sweet 16. But
Iowa is getting ready to play Auburn pretty soon, so I'll be tuning into that game. Megan, I think, just got done, so she'll be heading home pretty shortly. Gonna make some Instant Pot pasta. Oh my god, it's cold. Guys, I had a day. It's 5:38 and I just got done with work. I just had like so many patients, 2 evals at the very end of the day, and then documentation just takes longer, and it's snowing now. I've got in the car and I just saw my gym bag and I was like, oh heck no. I am not going to go work out right now. I didn't even take lunch. Like, I didn't have time to eat. I honestly didn't even like think to go eat lunch, and then I told Ciera that I hadn't eaten yet, and she's like, you left your lunchbox here. So I didn't even have any lunch. It was a long day. I had like 5 hours of treatment though, which was probably the most I've had. But the documentation just like took so long too, because I'm a newbie. Anyways, basketball's going on, so I think Iowa plays now, tonight, I don't know. I think they started at 5:30. I think tomorrow hopefully will be a shorter day. This was my last day at this building this week, so. Much needed. Dinner's ready, basically as soon as I got home. And then, needed. Okay, my hair's been drying as I've just been hanging out downstairs. I was lost, which not really surprising. I think I only had them winning one round. I don't think I had them going further than that. Hopefully the women do better tomorrow. Using my Sharp Flex style to do a little blowout in my hair. I did not do this last time I showered because I just didn't feel like it, which I've been doing this a lot, so anyways. Okay, well we have packages, so we're doing a little unboxing. So Ciera and I have been planning a podcast photo shoot, and so we have 3 different looks that eventually will be going on. One probably won't happen for a while, because it's like if we were to get different merch designed, we have like an idea of how we want to do a photo shoot for that. But then in the meantime, we just wanted to try and get more branded pictures. Yeah, it's been about a year since we got our last shoot done. Probably over a year now, right? Yeah. So, one of the ideas was kind of like a movie theme. So we have some pajamas. There's supposed to be a pink pair too, but, or I mean a white pair. But we have just some like little pink silk shorts.
No button-up shirt. So this is the light thing. Board.
Okay, so
That's
then
also for the
movie theme, we are probably gonna write something on here. I don't know if we'll do like now showing or if we'll write according to or what.
That'd be cute. We could do a couple different things.
And then I think this
episode,
must
now
be
showing.
like the glasses. So then the other theme that we had come up with was kind of like more of like a elevated, like we're gonna
Like
have
we're getting
like,
classy,
yeah.
fancy, like
it's like we're both wearing kind of like
Cocktail
silkish
dresses.
cocktail dresses, different background color. And then we have like, I think these are some like nice cute martini glasses. They look like this.
these are so cute. And just imagine it filled with Coke.
Good morning, happy Friday. Today, I'm going back to my second location that I work at. So I don't remember how many patients I have, but I'm hoping it's like 5 because I really would like to be done between 3 and 4 today, especially because I have to go do an eval tomorrow. So it just seems reasonable. I'm sure I'll have a better idea of what my schedule looks like at lunch, so I'll talk to you guys then.
So I'm gonna head out and get a workout in. And then since it's Friday, I don't have anything else going on. I packed a swimsuit and I might use the hot tub in the locker room. And then I also may go to Best Buy. I'm gonna like shower there and stuff probably. But Megan said I should go check out Best Buy to see if they have any diva rings or something, because that's what we use to record our podcast, and our diva ring with our camera is very annoying because for some reason every time we like put our camera on the diva ring, it will start just like taking pictures randomly, and it usually settles down, which is how we can record an episode, but it's just annoying to deal with. So I'm supposed to see if we can get another one, and that might solve the issue.
It is 12:43. I have 2 more patients today that I'm discharging, so it's all the patients today haven't been straight treatments, but I've been doing okay with keeping track of documentation stuff. I had 3 patients this morning. Hopefully I can basically get notes done while I am working with these patients. All right, 2 hours and 2 patients later, I am officially done for the day. I was gonna say week, but I guess technically I have to work tomorrow for 1 patient. I'm gonna go work out now. I don't really want to, but I also didn't work out yesterday when I worked super late, so I had my gym bag that I just left in the kitchen and I took it and brought it with me this morning. So we're gonna go to the gym and do an upper body day. So it's not exactly dinner time, it's 4:30, but my lunch was not very substantial. So we have fried rice that I'm just gonna heat up on the stove, and then probably finish watching the women's basketball game. I was kind of mad. At 3:50 when I was at the gym, I was just checking my women's bracket, and I was like, all my stuff has been right so far. So I sent that in my little family group chat, and then 10 minutes later I saw my score, or the max thing had decreased, and I was like, I lost one now? And I did. So